Look, it's like, what time is it now? Maybe after 3 or to 4. And the cops are here on the hip strip making sure that everybody is in. This is how the state of emergency is being conducted. Welcome back, JA lovers across the world. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you some footage from my recent trip to Jamaica, in which I experienced the state of emergency in Montego Bay firsthand late at night. And so, just to kind of catch folks up as to what this state of emergency is, it was initially implemented in mid-January of 2018 in response to heightened gang related activity and crime and violence in certain cities in Jamaica. So I think Montego Bay and in St. Catherine. And so the government instituted that. And what that means is that there is a high police and military presence on the street, certain checkpoints going into certain cities in order to really tamp down on the movements of criminals, and also I guess what amounts to a curfew at night, in the sense that parties can't continue all night like they used to. People sort of had to head home by 3, 4 o'clock in the morning versus being able to party till the sun comes up. So that's really what it looks like for the real person on the ground. I don't think if a tourist were to come, they would really notice much more than, maybe increased checkpoints. You might be slowed down by a checkpoint, like the cops and the JDF, the Jamaica Defense Force, the soldiers. They are not going to come into your tourist bus and harass you or anything like that. They're probably going to let you go by. They're looking for certain individuals. So don't be alarmed if you see them with their weapons and things like that. They are usually pretty friendly, especially to tourists. And then, once you're able to get through the traffic that their stops cause, like, you should be okay. And then the other thing you might notice is obviously not being able to party as long as you normally would. So for us, we were driving from St. Elizabeth up through Westmoreland into Montego Bay, and it was 3 females in the car. So pretty much they just kind of waved us on, and were very pleasant to us. We got into Montego Bay, didn't really notice much. We were staying at the Wexford Court Hotel, and so this view that you're looking at right here, this is the view from our hotel across the strip during the daytime. Pretty much, nondescript, nothing out of the ordinary here. The Wexford Court Hotel is right next to Mood's nightclub, so there is a lot of activity at nighttime. During the night, we did go out to party twice. We went to Pier 1 on both occasions. The first night, the party was indoors, and that's the footage that you're seeing here. The next night, it was a big outdoor 80s party, and I don't have any footage from that one, but both nights were very well attended. There were crowds, just throngs and throngs of people. Everybody was out having fun, and they were like pretty upset when it was like, okay, party done, Ghana, yeah, it's a state of emergency. So this footage that you're going to see next is what the strip looks like around 4 a.m. after, folks are basically having to go home after the parties end, and the cops are out kind of, I guess, enforcing that no one's kind of loitering on the streets. Now, I think the state of emergency in Montego Bay has been extended at least through the end of October. I don't know what's going to happen after. The ministers in the parishes are advocating for the state of emergency to continue because they have seen a marked decrease in violence and murders since. But there are other people who think basically this also is not the right way to address crime, that it's addressing it through a broad brush, and that normal citizens are being impacted by these activities. And so they would want folks to kind of be able to go back to normal life rather than feel like they're living under military rule. I personally didn't think we were severely negatively impacted by the state of emergency, and it actually increased my sense of safety when I was in these places. When I was out in Montego Bay, I didn't feel apprehensive at all. I felt at ease. I had a great time. And I can't wait to get to go back and head back to Pier 1 and just party in Montego Bay. So there you go, guys. That's what it looks like. Montego Bay, State of Emergency 2018. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, take care of yourself. So we're here in Montego Bay. It's almost 3 a.m. People have no choice but to go home. It's a state of emergency. See, the cops, the police are kind of, you know, the cops are making their rounds. We're gonna go over here and see what's happening. As you can see, there's police presence on the strip. The people are still having fun, but you know, it's a state of emergency, so you have to go in by a certain time. All the parties and the bars are closed. Overlooking the hip strip in Montego Bay, and you see there's heavy police presence. And you know, we feel normal, we're having fun, but still it's a state of emergency. Look, it's like, what time is it now? Maybe after 3 or to 4, and the cops are here on the hip strip making sure that everybody is in. This is how the state of emergency is being conducted. What I don't understand about the state of emergency, the cops are out, but people are still walking around. You can see 2 young men walking there. And then further down on the strip, there's people parked, there's people walking. They're doing whatever. The state of emergency is interesting.